My name is Kevin Fernandez, and welcome to my channel, Gamer's Genie. Today, we're going to learn the colorfully explosive game, Potion Explosion. This 2 to 4 player game designed by Stefano Castelli, Andrea Crespi, and Lorenzo Silva, and published by Cool Mini or Not. Attention students, it's Potions Finals today, and the student who collects the most ingredients and makes the most potions will be able to pass the class. The ones who don't will be held back into summer school. Will we make the grade, or will we just be stuck? Let's find out by going to the table and learning to play Potion Explosion. Each player receives a desk board and places it in front of them, leaving some space both above and below it. The player that most recently prepared a drink is the first player and takes the first player token. This is just a reminder. It won't change during the game. Players play in turns in clockwise order. Take all the potion tiles and remove 2 of the 8 different kinds of potions, either randomly or by choice, and put them back into the box. For our game, we won't be using the Elixir of Lavamancing and the Potion of Uttermost Stickiness. And we're going to return those to the box. From the 6 remaining kinds of potion tiles, take 2 random starter potion tiles marked with a star symbol per player and lay them out in the middle of the table, with the recipe side facing up. Starting from the first player and proceeding clockwise, each player takes a starter potion and then takes another starter potion. And you continue to do this counterclockwise until all players have at least 2 potions in their desks. Each player places their 2 starter potion tiles with the recipe side up on the 2 Bunsen burners of their desk. This will be their brewing area. Once all the players have chosen their starter potion tiles, shuffle the remaining tiles together and divide them into 5 stacks with the recipe side facing up. Put all the ingredient marbles in the tank of the dispenser and make sure they roll down completely, filling the 5 tracks of the slide. Now, I apologize to those who are listening to this. This might get a little noisy. And if there's any that aren't full yet, just tap them with your finger to the side until all of them are filled. Next, take the little help from the professor tokens and place them within easy reach of all players. For our convenience, I placed it in this glass bowl. Afterwards, start your countdown stack for your score tokens. This depends on the number of players you have playing. If you are playing with 2 players, you put 4 skill tokens. If you have 3 players, then you put 5. If you have 4, then you put 6. As you can see, we have plenty of tokens, but we're going to put these back into the box because we need 4 for our 2-player game. Just going to put these right there. And that completes the setup. A game of Potion Explosion is played in turns. Players take turns in clockwise order. During your turn, you must choose and take 1 ingredient marble from the dispenser. This may trigger 1 or more explosions. In addition, at any point during your turn, you may drink 1 or more of your completed potions, or ask for a little help from the professor. To take an ingredient from the dispenser, you simply have to choose and take 1. You can freely choose any marble that is visible on the dispenser except for the 9th marble on each side of the track. This is your regular pick for the turn. So as long as they're visible, you can pick them. As you can easily imagine, when an ingredient marble is removed from the slide, all marbles above it will roll down and fill the gap. This is when an explosion can occur. If two ingredient marbles of the same color collide, they will explode. When two ingredients explode, all ingredients of that color connected to them also explode. You take all of the exploding ingredients just like the one you directly picked from the dispenser. So I would take this marble, but then these yellows collided, so I get all the yellows too, giving me 4 marbles this turn. If after removing all of the exploding ingredients, there is another collision between the marbles of the same color, this new collision will trigger another explosion, and you also take all of those exploding ingredients. If after that another collision between the marbles of the same color occur, a third explosion will happen, etc., etc., etc. Now, when I took my 4 marbles, no other explosions occurred, so we leave it at that. At any point during your turn, before or after your regular pick, you may ask for a little help from the professor, i.e., take a little help token. And 1 ingredient marble of your choice from the dispenser. When you ask for a little help from the professor, you cannot trigger an explosion, but you lose 2 victory points. So be careful on how many you take. After taking ingredients either with your regular pick or a little help from the professor, or by drinking a potion, you will have a number of marbles in your hand. To use them, you have the following options. First, you must place the ingredients in your hand on a matching empty holes of the same color on your desk. Once an ingredient has been placed on a potion tile, it cannot be moved until the potion is completed. If you cannot place any potion ingredients on any potion tile, then you must place them on a small flask on your desk. This is called your ingredient pool. During your turn, you may freely move ingredients from your pool to your hand. The pool can only hold up to 3 ingredients at a time. You can only hold ingredients until the end of your turn. Potions are worth a certain number of points at the end of the game, as shown on the tile itself, and they can also be drunk to activate its one-time magical effect. When all the holes of a potion tile have been filled with ingredients, that potion has been completed. Put all the marbles from the potion to the dispenser. Then flip the potion from front to back and move it in the area below your desk. This is your potion area. Also, once you have completed a potion, replace it immediately with a new potion. Potions are worth a certain number of points at the end of the game, and they can also be drunk to activate its one-time magical effect. At any time during your turn, you may drink 1 or more of your potions you have completed to activate their one-use special power. Once a potion has been drunk, it can't be drunk again. To show that you drank a potion, simply turn it upside down, then apply effect. When you take marbles from the dispenser, you never trigger an explosion that can only happen when you take your normal pick. The same thing happens when you ask for help from the professor. Using a potion does not make you lose the potion tile. It still counts as a completed tile and is worth the same number of points at the end of the game. After you've taken your regular pick from the dispenser, asked for help from the professor, and drank all the potions you wanted to this turn, your turn ends. Follow these steps in order. Number 1, if you still have marbles in your hand and in your pool, you must discard them to the dispenser. Number 2, if you have less than 2 potion tiles in your brewing area, you must choose and draw a new potion from the top of any of the 5 stacks and place them on your Bunsen burners. Note, you may not move ingredients from your pool to the potion you just drew because you just finished your turn. Number 3, check and see if you earned 1 or more skill tokens. And number 4, check and see if you triggered end game. Skill tokens are special rewards for students who prove themselves particularly talented, either by mastering one specific potion or for being able to brew a lot of different ones. Whenever a player completes at least 3 potions of the same kind, or at least 5 different kinds of potions, that player automatically receives a skill token from the countdown stack or from the general pool if the countdown stack is empty. Each skill token is worth 4 points at the end of the game. During the game's setup, you placed a certain number of skill tokens into a countdown stack. If at the end of any player's turn, the last of the skill tokens from the countdown stack has been taken, the end game is triggered. The end of the game is also triggered if at the end of any player's round, there are no more potion tiles available. The game continues in clockwise order until the player to the right of the first player completes their next turn, so that all players will have played the same number of turns during the game. Even if the required number of skill tokens have already been awarded, players can still earn more from the general pool if they are able to do so. After this, all players add up the points they obtain from all the potion tiles they completed and the skill tokens they collected, then subtract 2 points for each little help from the professor token they have. The player with the most points is the winner. In case of a tie, all tied players, starting from the first player in turn order, each take 1 marble from the dispenser to try to trigger an explosion. The player who takes the most marbles in this way is the winner! And that's all you need to know to play Potion Explosion. If you have any questions about this game, please put them in the comments below. And be on the lookout for an upcoming gameplay video on this game. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to make sure you get all of our upcoming videos and fun things that we do. But until next time, thanks for the views.